Okay, so we're going to do it 11-2A on page 1139. I'm going to stop sharing this. And I'm going to open up an Excel, and we are going to do, I forgot to open up my Excel, so I'm going to do it right now. This is for chapter 11, right? Okay, I'm getting this ready to share. And this is do it 11-2A, right? Okay, 11-2A. All right, let me share this with you. And 11-2A is the problem. Okay, let me share this Excel sheet with you. Okay, so we are going to do 11-2A, and it's on page 1139. Let me just make that a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see what it says. 11-2A, do it 11-2A says, Beauty Island Corporation began operations on April 1, issuing 55,000 shares of $5 par value common stock for cash at $13 per share. In addition, Beauty Island issued 1,000 shares of $1 par value preferred stock for $6 per share. Journalize the issuance of the common stock and preferred stock. Okay, so whenever you're dealing with this, you need to figure out the cash number and the stock number. And then if they're different, you need to figure out the paid in excess. So in this case, they sold 55,000 shares at $5 common stock for $13 per share. So the per share value and the common stock value are different, right? So we've got, we need to figure out our cash number, we need to figure out our stock number, and we need to figure out our excess number, okay? So our cash number is going to be 55,000 shares times $13 per share. So that's $715,000, okay? Our stock number is going to be the number of shares, 55,000, times either the stated value or the par value. And in this case, they said it was a par value of $5 per share. And that is going to give us an amount of $275,000. And then the difference is going to be 715,000 minus 275,000. So the excess is the difference between cash and stock. So in this case, it is $440,000. Okay, 715,000 minus 215 is $440,000. So in order to do this entry on April 1, we are going to debit cash, $715,000. We're going to credit common stock, and we're crediting common stock $275,000. We already did the math above, right? And then we're going to credit paid in capital in excess of, and it's par value, common stock. Okay. So the two words that you really need to watch here is par, and then the type of stock. And this one is a common stock. Okay. Common stock, right? So we are going to credit that account for $440,000. Okay, so that is for that entry. We then need to do the cash, stock, and the excess for the other one, right? So they told us the other one, they issued 1,000 shares of $1 par value preferred stock for $6 per share. So our cash number is going to be the number of shares, and in this case, it's 1,000 shares, times the cash amount, and in this case, it was $6 a share. So that means $6,000 cash. The stock amount is going to be the number of shares times the par value or the stated value. And in this case, it is a par value of $1 per share. So the stock number is $1,000. And then the excess is the difference between the two. And in this case, the excess is $5,000. So that's our excess paid in capital. Okay. So, I don't know why it's not showing the whole thing there. Okay. So, April 1, we are going to debit cash, $6,000. We are going to credit preferred stock. Right? Oops, spelled that. Preferred stock. We're crediting preferred stock, $1,000. And then, we are going to credit paid in capital in excess of, and this is also par value, but this is preferred stock. Okay, paid in excess. All right, preferred stock, and that's for the $5,000. And remember, the things that you're looking at here is it's either going to be par or stated, depending on what the problem tells you, and it's either going to be preferred or common, depending on what the problem tells you. Okay. So that is problem doit 11-2A on page 1139.